Hey all, Jason Levon, priest at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, my lazy dog Blue, and welcome to another edition of Pause and Pray. There's a saying amongst a lot of religious folks that goes, "We plan and God laughs." I could also say the same thing in my marriage with my partner Christy. I plan and she laughs. It's true, we both admit it, I think, that I'm the more deliberate one, and I get caught up in a lot of planning. Christy's much more spontaneous and much more the chance taker. And yes, at times that's led to some tension, but in the end, in my wiser moments, I'm so grateful for her spontaneity and the chances that she's invited me to take in my life. And those chances, again, have opened us up to some real heartache, like when we lost her daughter a couple of years ago, or a year and a half ago, to the horrors of heroin. When we open our lives up and take a chance on love, it can really open us up to some heartache, and boy, we felt it and continue to. But it's also opened my life up to really experiencing a beautiful mess that love can be too. And a case in point was this past Saturday when we celebrated the birthdays of Vanessa's 7-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son. And she wasn't there with us physically, but it was a beautiful gathering. Her partner, Mama T, was there, and her fiance, Bree, and those two have been beautiful lights in the lives of the kiddos. And there were so many others in this very unconventional gathering. As a sign of how small the world can be, I found out that Bree's stepfather I went to high school with, and we graduated together. So he was there, and we were catching up and kind of joking about how unconventional this whole family is. But he said something beautiful to me in all of that. He looked at the kiddos and he said, it might be unconventional, but as long as there's kids, I got love to share. And they haven't just been words for Scott. He's lived them out in his life with those kiddos. And I found myself welling up with gratitude for the beautiful mess I was pulled into in taking a holy chance on love. A chance I don't think I would have ever had the strength to take on my own because of how deliberate I can be. But a chance and a strength I'm grateful to have found to take in all that it pulled me into. In today's daily office, we read from Acts of the Apostles, which tells the story of how the apostles chose a successor to Judas. And there was some planning that went into it. They did some planning and recognized that the successor they chose had to be somebody who had always been there with Jesus from the baptism of John on to the ascension of Jesus. The person also had to have had an experience with Jesus after his resurrection. And their planning surfaced two people, Barsabbas and Matthias. And then the apostles took a holy chance. They cast lots. They rolled the dice, in a sense, to see who would be chosen. And the lot fell on Matthias. I can't imagine what that holy chance pulled Matthias into. The American journalist Mignon McLaughlin once said that the happiest of lives are those where the days are rigorously planned, but the nights are left open to chance. Planning is important, but today we're invited to pause and pray, reflecting on the ways in which we've come to experience an invitation to take some holy chances in our lives. Maybe it's taking a chance on love, and when we did that, and the beautiful mess and life and growth that pulled us into. Maybe it's just allowing the spontaneity of someone close to us to interrupt our planning every once in a while and pull us into life's ability to surprise. But I'm convinced that we really do lead happier lives, maybe even laugh with God, when we realize there's only so much we can control and plan for. Sometimes we need to cast some holy lots and open our lives up to the mystery of it all. God's peace and blessings to you all.